Now, my next guest won a BAFTA for his film Exodus, which charted his journey from Syria to this country. He's since put filmmaking on ice, and he's now working full-time as an NHS cleaner. Please welcome the fantastic Hassan Akkad!
I'm in.
Hello, mate.
Yeah. Can you see me? Hi.
I can see you perfectly.
Great. How are you?
I'm very well. More importantly, how are you? Have you just finished your shift?
Yeah, 2 hours ago. I work at the hospital from 7 to 3, 5 days a week. So yeah, not too bad.
And how? What made you decide?
Couple of reasons. The news of the NHS staff being infected and finding out that most hospitals now are hotspots for the virus, and most of the wards have become COVID-19 wards. So I thought cleaning is an important job during this time, because when you are cleaning and disinfecting, you are looking after your fellow NHS staff and you're making sure that patients are in a clean and a disinfected area. My other reasons is that the hospital which was asking for cleaners is my local hospital. I live in East London, and the Whipps Cross Hospital is a 10-minute walk from me. So yeah. I thought about it. I said, if something to happen to me, that's where I will go. And if my ill neighbors are probably there. So I wanted to do something to the community, and I did that.
Amazing.
I mean, I hate to take the credit for this, because I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, and I'm doing it until we flatten the curve and until I can physically and mentally can do that. But I have so much respect for the people who do that, who do this job, like people who work for the NHS. They are doing such incredible job. I'm in awe of all of them.
Because we've had a decade where, not only has it been cut by governments, but also the media, who are now like applauding the NHS. They really played their part in it. Every single story that you read about for the last 10 years was doctors making mistakes or how they were paid too much. And it felt like there was a real concerted effort to destroy it. And what we've learned from this is that we need our NHS more than ever.
It's such an incredible point, because I've only been living in the UK for 4 years. I left Syria, came here, so I don't know the history of the NHS and how bad was the NHS treated. But I have been following for the past 2 years, and the NHS was on the verge of being privatized. It's severely underfunded, and even within the NHS itself, let's get to that point. To the where the cleaners and the porters and the security guards and the medical assistants, they're extremely underpaid. Their salaries. Honestly, I was speaking to some of my colleagues. I don't know how they can afford to live. And Absolutely. these are the very people, Russell. These are the very people who would not be able to enter this country if Priti Patel's migration point-based migration system were to be introduced. Because Absolutely. All of them are from migrant background, and they are underpaid, and still they are on the front line.
Absolutely.
I keep saying, moving forward, when this nightmare is over, we should definitely have a national discussion of how we treat our working class and how we treat the people, like the NHS staff and everyone who's on the front line now.
If you spend any time in hospital, you realize that the people looking after your loved ones are migrants. They're coming from Africa, they're coming from Portugal, they're coming from Eastern Europe, and all of them working long hours, skilled in every sense, full of empathy and care. It just blew my mind. You can't spend time in a hospital and have ill feeling towards migrants. You just cannot, because they are literally the lifeblood of the NHS.
Not just the NHS, Russell. Let's get real a bit. Even before the crisis hits, I'm sorry to this, but Deliveroo drivers, Uber drivers, people like bus drivers, rubbish collectors, most of them are from migrant background.
And we've spent 3 years demonizing these so-called leeches that leech off our system. And when the shit has hit the fan, they are quite literally cleaning shit off of the fan.
Yeah. I couldn't put it. You said it really well. Yeah. I want to put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Just the text, not the image. That's not. Yeah. Is there something that you're looking forward to in the future that kind of keeps you going, that keeps
Yes,
you...
I am. It's not going to stop here for me. Luckily now I have a platform and people are listening to what I'm saying. So when this is done, I'm going to be out there on the street campaigning and lobbying for more funding for the NHS, and also for lobbying and campaigning for us to embrace people who are coming into this country, and stop demonizing them, and help in any way possible. Keep going.
I feel like I could be talking to a future prime minister.
Imagine.
It feels like, I feel like it's 1970 and I'm talking to a young man called Barack Obama. Thanks for everything you do, man. And let's keep in contact.
I appreciate the support, by the way. This is really good. Thanks.
Pleasure, man. Take care. See you later.
Bye.